news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
True heroes, and you could be one of them, by the way, and thank goodness for them, our volunteer firefighters. And here comes a wonderful opportunity not only to enjoy them and see them in action, but also to have a good time. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Joe Pasicchia, and this is Comcast Newsmakers. We're talking with the mayor, Mike Halfacre of the borough of Fairhaven, and of course we're talking about the Fireman's Fair, which is happening. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Joe.
This event, which first started in 1906, is known. It's known for a lot of good reasons, not the least of which is food.
That's right.
It's happening right now. Well, it'll be happening right through September 1st.
It starts Friday, August 24th, runs through September 1st. Sunday night they're off, so don't come on Sunday. 6 to 10 during the week, 6 to 11. We usually get well over 50,000 people there during the week.
Let's talk about why, and we'll keep getting in there about all the things that are happening, but let's talk about why. Why is it important to have this fair?
Well, it's a volunteer fire department. We have no paid firemen in Fairhaven. Our fire department's over 100 years old. The fire department's older than the town, actually. And it's 100% volunteer, and this is their major fundraiser. This is how they support themselves.
In many ways, you know this from firsthand, being a volunteer yourself in that regard. A volunteer fireman?
I'm a member of the fire police, which essentially is support for during fires. We direct traffic, divert traffic around fire scenes.
What would you say about the men and the women that you work with side by side as volunteers in that regard?
They're phenomenal. The training alone is so daunting that most people would not be able to undertake it. It's many, many hours, many nights out. The families of the volunteers deserve a huge amount of credit for what their spouses have to go through.
Is there a need for more?
Always. We're always looking for volunteers.
And that's a great point, because besides just our topic of this fair, there's going to be a website on the screen. You can find out more about the fair, by the way, and on many other things about Fairhaven. But you can volunteer not only for the fair, which you can volunteer for that, but also to be a firefighter.
Absolutely. We're always looking for new members. The department is all volunteer, and a lot of people work out of town. We always need people to respond. First aid also. We have a great first aid corps, and they're always looking for help.
Talk about the food at this event.
The food at the fair is what makes it so famous. We have soft shell crabs are one of the most famous things that they serve there. We have volunteers that drive to Maryland every day during the fair to bring back fresh soft shell crabs to serve that night. A line will form at the window, at the doorway of the eating area, well before 6 o'clock when doors open, so people can get in to get their food.
What about the different rides? I can imagine if you have a little child, you know this is a must-go-to, but beyond the rides, I think some of the popular items to see are the actual firefighters, aren't there?
Yep. The entire fair is staffed by volunteers, not just firefighters, but also members of the community. Anybody can volunteer, and we encourage people to do that. A lot of the volunteers who aren't members of the fire company end up joining the fire company because of the people they meet and the friendships they make volunteering during Fair Week.
And what does it mean for the town? As the mayor especially, this has to hit home for you. When you see the town get together and see faces.
Classic small town America. It's always the last week of August. People haven't seen each other since school got out. It's a time to reacquaint with old friends from town that you might not have seen during the summer, get ready for school. It's bittersweet for a lot of the kids because the fair is so much fun, but it also means summer's over. And it's classic small town America.
And it ends September 1st.
Saturday, September 1st.
Give us again the hours.
6 to 11 on the weekends and 6 to 10 during the week.
And a reminder, there's the one day it doesn't happen, and that is when?
Sunday night.
Okay, what about folks coming from far and wide? Parking.
Parking, there's plenty of parking on the side streets. There's the Acme Shopping Center is about 2 blocks away, and they have a back parking lot that's available for parking. Never been a problem.
When folks who may not know where Fairhaven is, give them a quick lesson.
Parkway at exit 109. Take a half-mile road to West Front Street through Red Bank, turns into River Road. The firehouse, the fairgrounds is on River Road.
And it's a question I always like to ask of every mayor. Is there a dunking tank?
There is not, but that's not a bad idea.
And I didn't mean that in a bad way, you know that.
I understand.
Okay, so to recap, we have this carnival running right through September 1st. It's been happening since 1906. Didn't happen in the war years.
Right, and there was a brief period of time in the 1950s when the state outlawed games of chance. And at the time, there was a lot of gambling. But then in 1960, they changed that law back, and the fair picked up again.
Well, have a wonderful carnival.
Thank you.
This hour's newsmaker has been Mayor Mike Halfacre of the borough of Fairhaven. I'm Joe Pasicchia. Thank you for watching.